Hello ladies, Deb here. Welcome to another week of home healing. This week is week 2, dose number 2 for January of 2020. And today we are going to be doing something I wouldn't consider fun, but we're gonna make it fun. We're gonna put the music on and we're gonna enjoy this time of a little organization. So January is the month of organization. It just is. Every blog post you read is about organizing. Every Instagram post you're seeing, it's organizing the pantry, organizing the closet, etc., etc., etc. And it is such an important time of year to really get organized because we have a whole year ahead. We just went from having lots of clutter in December with all of our holiday decor, presents, pine needles, you name it. We felt super cluttered and overwhelmed in December. So coming to January, we are now ready to declutter a little bit and get ourselves back on track for a new year. Now, I think it's really important to start in one area, and for me, I'm not the most organized person, so I don't like to say that I am the most qualified to talk about organization, but I will say something that is really important to me is that everything always looks nice. That's just hands down what I am about. So I always love everything to look pretty, and that includes sometimes closets and drawers, sometimes. So since I am trying to help you and help myself, we are going to be working on the junk drawer, which is right below me, right over here. And guess what? I have a little secret to tell you. I have not one, but 2 junk drawers in my house. So we're gonna see about that. I have a plan. I have a plan so far, and I'm pre-recording this, number one, because I think a live video would be really hard for me to share how to do a junk drawer. I just don't even know where I'd place the phone. I'm gonna have to cut this and then hold the phone while I'm organizing. It's gonna be fun. I might do half of this weekend too, so I have my husband's help, but I figured while I have good lighting, I'm gonna jump in, and also because I'm running to Target today, so if I do need anything else for my junk drawer organization, I could get it while I'm out. So my plan is, because I have 2 junk drawers. I'm sure most people don't have 2 junk drawers because that's just ridiculous. I didn't intend to have 2 junk drawers, but somehow I have 2, and if I can limit it to 1, that would be great. But I'm thinking, because I really don't know what to put in the other drawer, well, I probably could figure something out, but I'm thinking that I could leave 1 drawer to like papers, anything that's menu related or important papers, even though important papers shouldn't be hanging around in drawers. But you get what I'm saying. So I think I'm gonna have 1 drawer designated to papers. So this way, I feel like the papers just hide everything. Pens get stuck in between them, rubber bands, all kinds of stuff. So I'm gonna have 1 drawer designated just to papers, and the other drawer is going to be where I'm going to have my organization. Hold on, I'm gonna show you. So if you guys caught the very first blog post that shows you what you're gonna need for this month, so in our home resolutions blog post up on the blog at seekinglavenderlane.com, I mentioned about these awesome bamboo organization for your drawer, and I bought some for myself because a few reasons. I looked into some clear canisters and stuff like that, but I really want the inside of my drawers to feel realistic. And so to me, this looks like something that might have came with the cabinets. So I wanted it to be beautiful, and I think the touch of warmth inside of the cabinets is gonna be really, really pretty. So I have a few of these that we're gonna use, and this is gonna really help us keep things in their place instead of rolling around inside the drawer. So that's my plan so far. We're gonna go through things, toss some stuff out, because that's really important. Toss things that you don't use, toss things that are that you haven't touched in a long time and you definitely don't need, and definitely any dried out pens has got to go. I'm also one for like seasonal pencils because my kids get a lot of seasonal pencils. I think those are going to. I'm gonna stick to the number 2 pencils, and this will also give me a good idea of what we have in inventory because my kids are always looking for a pencil when they come home to do their homework. So if I'm not finding enough pencils, then maybe when I run to Target today, I'll make sure I have enough pencils, enough pens, and all of that. So, and since they'll have a new home, hopefully they last a little bit. All right, so let's get started. First things first, let me show you my ridiculously cluttered junk drawer, and I'm sure yours is no better. Okay, so here goes. So off to the corner of my kitchen, I will show you where these are located by the shelves. We have 1, 2 junk drawers, and you can understand why these have both become double junk drawers because they're next to each other. And I will call this probably my junk cabinet. I mean, I have appliances and things that we use in there, but there's a lot of storage in there of things that we don't use on a daily basis as well. So this is kind of the section of the kitchen of less organization and things that just kind of get plopped down. Okay, so here goes. Let's start with drawer to the left. Hopefully there's nothing embarrassing in here. Oh, hello. So you could see lots of papers. We have our Christmas cards, scissors, glue. So lots of things I'm already seeing. Fireworks, what in the world? Lots of things that I'm already seeing that probably could get tossed. So I'm really excited about jumping into this because that's the best feeling ever is when you could throw things out. And let's go to junk drawer number 2. Okay, just about even. This one feels a little bit more cluttered, but same thing. Lots of papers, Ziploc bags, random paintbrush, lighters, which is good, dice, candles, all of that. So first things first, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to take everything out that is garbage. And I'm going to separate my piles and put all paper in one pile. All right, here goes. It's gonna be cut off a little bit for this, but I am thinking maybe we do a quick time lapse. Okay, so far what I am finding is a lot of stuff that's either garbage or totally does not belong in a junk drawer. I have found a lot of like warranties and stuff because our house we finished up last year. We have a lot of those hanging around because a lot of things are new. So I'm gonna find a great spot to put that, and not sure if I'm gonna keep it in the junk drawer. That I'm not sure yet. Let me know what you guys think. If you think that that's something that should be in a junk drawer, I'd love to hear it. I found a lot of these like command strips. These are great junk drawer items, but I think I'm gonna combine them better. Lots of fireworks. I don't know what to do with these. I don't think I could throw them out. So I'm gonna have to have the kids, I guess, use them because I don't want them sitting around. Like I said, I found some character, at least they're not Christmas or Halloween pencils, but I'm going to hopefully find some number 2 pencils because I prefer those. Candles, things like that. So let's keep going. Okay, so what I'm noticing so far is that drawer number 2 over here has a lot more stuff in it. So, I mean a lot of stuff, like lots of little things, lots of candles, lots of batteries, lots of screws, pennies, all kinds of that kind of stuff. So this one's a little bit more tedious to clean up, but I'm gonna put everything into its own pile and put money back in wallets and old license, stuff like that. So lots and lots of extra stuff in this drawer. Okay, starting to get a little tired and stressed from this. So I put my music on, I got my French cooking radio on, which is, like I said, usually my go-to, or you could go to the Spotify station that I have uploaded for you this month. And look what I'm doing. I am taking the rest of the garbage out of the drawer with my shovel. Okay, almost done. Really good tip when you're done emptying your drawers. As you can see, both drawers are empty. I am taking a lint roller and I'm just gonna go through that to get up all that excess, like pencil shavings, dirt, whatever else is in here. Dog hair, who knows, right? So there's not much. Fortunately, our house is still pretty new, and that means that this junk drawer has only evolved in the last year, but if you haven't touched your junk drawer in a few years, it can get a little dirty. Okay. Perfect. Now we are ready to get organized. Now that everything's cleared out, we're ready to put things back. I just added the little bamboo organization caddies in the left drawer, and I'm going to use the right drawer as papers. So remember when I was talking to you about all those warranties and stuff? Well, I have a few more of those hanging around in different drawers. So I think I'm gonna put this drawer as the drawer to keep on our like Chinese food recipes, Chinese food menus, and our warranties and all that kind of stuff. And I'm gonna keep that in drawer to the right, and drawer to the left is gonna have everything else. So now I just have to decide what's a definite keeper for a junk drawer. I definitely think candles is a good one. Any type of office supply, things that the kids grab, like pens, pencils, glue sticks, things like that are definitely gonna come back in here. I do think all of the command strips, things like that is a good one to keep in here. A lighter, I'm always pulling out my lighters from my junk drawer, so that's a really good spot. A few of other things are gonna go back to the office. I have certain things that are going in the mudroom, some things that are going to go back in the garage, and other things that are still miscellaneous. But we know, most importantly, they are not ending up back in the junk drawer. Cards that we have, lots and lots of playing cards. We love our cards, but that's a lot. So I'm going to decide to keep one in the junk drawer that's an easy grab, and everything else is gonna go to the basement, because we now officially have a basement. This one looks probably like the neatest, so this will stay up here. Now we officially have a basement game closet. So the rest is gonna go downstairs in the game closet. So far, so good. I'm doing pretty well without needing help. So hopefully I can get this done all in today. So I decided that I had this folder of stuff from my daughter's Girl Scouts from last year, and I wasn't using it. So instead of tossing it, I am going to put my menus in here. And so this way, at least they're organized and they're all in its own spot. And then the rest of the drawer could go to all of the warranty papers from appliances and etc. So, all right, getting somewhere. An area that I spent a lot of time on, and that was the batteries. So I wanted to make sure that it all fit in this container, and I wanted to make sure that it looked neat. So I took all of the big D batteries out and put them all together. And then what I did was, so the AA batteries, the container I kept because it kept the batteries nice and neat. But what I did is I cut it down so this way I can lay it flat in here because it was too big. And same thing for these little button batteries. I cut the packaging so I could keep them all neatly in there, and now they all fit perfectly, because I will be honest, these were actually in a separate drawer. So not even in the junk drawer, like a third junk drawer, which is not even a junk drawer, which I don't know which child put it in there. But anyway, now my batteries are nice and organized. My candles are nice and organized. So pens, pencils, I decided to keep one highlighter here rather than 3 or 4 that I had, and the other ones are gonna go in the office because there's no reason to have all those highlighters. We don't even use highlighters. A whole section of glue, which might be too much glue, but you know what? I already had a container for glue, so I figured just plop all the glue in here. And this is the pencil sharpener, random measuring tape, card stamps, and our command strips. And it feels pretty good. That is kind of everything that I needed to put in here. The only thing I think I'm going to do is I'm going to go invest in a couple of number 2 pencils and some black pens that are all the same. So this way it comes out much neater than what it is, and then I could toss all of these pens that are either not working or just look sloppy. So I'm going to do that now while I go out, and then this, I don't know what I'm going to do with this lock. This drawer is done. So I just have to get a couple more warranties that I need to find, and I'll show you guys the finished results soon. All right, you guys, coming at you on a Sunday. So I finished up the other day. I ended up getting just some number 2 pencils and some pens and just a few things just to make it look neater, have things a little bit more balanced inside the drawer, but it's all done now. I basically probably could have went down to 1 drawer if I didn't need a drawer for paperwork, but I currently don't have a spot for all of that. Maybe eventually I will in my office, but for now, I left a drawer just for papers. So let me show you. Ta-da! All done. So it feels very neat. Everything has its place. These wires probably don't need to be here, but for now they're staying. At least they're neat in its place. So I'll move that. I love all of the pencils and pens that match now. Still have my spot for glue, batteries, and my lighter and scissors. And that is done. And the paper drawer is pretty good, you know, pretty clean and simple. I do have some of these photos here, and a lot of them are magnets that I had on our refrigerator from our last house. I don't know where to put them, so I just left them there. But we have our new cookie order sheet for Girl Scouts, and that's it. It is done. I cannot wait to see what you guys do with your junk drawers. I will say this has helped so much having this in place, and just the fact of taking the time to actually go through, because like I said, a lot of the stuff that was in my junk drawers were not meant for junk drawers. So, but I think that's what happens with our junk drawer. We end up leaving stuff in there, tossing things in there that's just to get rid of it, get it off the counter real quick. And so it is now nice and neat, and I hope it lasts like this for a little while.